Hello, my name is Sara Zamudio, and today we're going to talk about an issue that is affecting our society nowadays. I'm talking about consumption and consumerism. But before getting in depth with these two terms, let's define them. Consumption is the act of using up a good, and consumerism is the act of just buying things that you don't necessarily need just for the sake of buying them. Consumption is considered a normal thing. It's a technical term to describe the act of using up a resource. You buy something, you use it, and you dispose it. That's all there is to it. Consumerism, on the other hand, has rather a negative connotation. It's the idea that increasing consumption of material goods purchased in the market is always a desirable goal, and that a person's well-being and happiness depends only in how much material they obtain. It's also considered an irrational and unhealthy practice. To me, it seems that shopaholics are the best example of consumerism. They are wasting their time, their money, and resources on things that are sometimes even useless and they can easily live without. The biggest problem with consumerism is the fact that people don't realize that there's actually a problem behind this. And nowadays we are already consuming things in a higher rate than our planet is able to replenish. The more developed the country, the bigger the issue. So this means that you can see this issue clearly in more developed countries. But how does consumerism affect the way we live in our planet? As the demand for goods increases, the necessity to produce these goods also increases. This leads to more pollutant emissions, increases land use, deforestation, and has accelerated climate change. Consumerism not only affects our planet by the resources that are needed in order to produce these goods, but also the way we dispose it is now a problem. Waste disposal, it's a problem worldwide, and the most affected are our oceans that are slowly but surely becoming a giant waste disposal pit. It is estimated that 12 million tons of plastic produced every year are ending up in our oceans, leading up to bigger consequences than the ones we are able to see nowadays, such as the fires on Australia and earthquakes and many things. Me, Sarah, through my personal experience as a teenage girl, feel that we are part of a society that in some way has established some trends that we or me follow without even knowing the reasons why I do. I feel that, for example, the fashion industry, it's an industry that damages the planet a lot, and I sometimes buy a shirt just because it's a trend and everybody is buying it and I see it everywhere because industries, that's what they do. They make things that are on trend and in huge quantities, so you just buy and buy and buy. So I think that we should think before we are buying things that we don't necessarily need, because there is more than just accumulating stuff behind buying all these things. And I think that is very important for us now that we are young to take care of our planet and see behind our actions what the consequences may be.